Like I was there again, sort of scenario. Through my path of discoveries, through my research, all those years, I have approached, like, got in touch with some very crucial material, both from Russia and United States. And now I am able, finally, after some years later, to give something in return to those researchers, international community, because I was there again, all around the world, and through various kinds of beings, various species, there is an effort ongoing to understand why are we here, why we live, why we feel, what is going on, what is the goal of all that. And how awkward and unexpected it is that I have something to put in, to add to this great task, great undergoing of the conscious beings of the drops, like single drops of the great consciousness and the souls. But those drops are somehow connected still with the one being, the Logos. Oh, here we are. So important, so important, so important. So I have this on 2 drawings. This is one of them. And look how I wouldn't go so astray to use the word God, because whenever a priest says that word, it actually worsens the matters and it actually creates a distance or a difference. But like living being that is no nie jestem w stanie tego powiedzieć po angielsku. W głębi bytu zarania każdego z nas, tam gdzie wszyscy jesteśmy jedną i istotą, stąd to się wzięło wszystko, co istnieje. Każde życie, świadomość, no to, i to myśli sobie żyje, emanuje, wyobraża, a te myśli się tak rozchodzą jak echo, jak takie fale. I gdzieś to się wszystko osadza, jak takie cząsteczki, coś, no wiecie, tak jakby się coś innego by promieniowało, nie wiem, co może promieniować, purchawka, zarodniki, czy coś, no, jakieś fale, echo, te sprawy trzeba żyć. I na końcu to już takie same cząsteczki już nie są żywymi myślami, już nie są magicznymi, tylko jakieś tam połamane sylaby, odpadnięte literki, cyferki, to się wszystko krzaczy, lepi coś i tak to powstało, nie? Tak chyba, nie wiem, czy to oni mówili, czy to sam tak wymyśliłem. No ale how come? Bo rozumiem, że w pewnym okresie, no, że mogłem mieć taką wizję, tak, ale dlaczego? How come that accidentally watching what I have done, I came upon the very same concept, quite by accident, in my works from the other time, other month, or the same month. I'm not pretty sure, but this is very same concept. In another animation method, if you will, and another some kind of message, not necessarily from me, that is somehow encoded in that drawing. How come I had the same vision detailed in details? I saw that answer on that fundamental question. Who are we? Where do we come from? Why? How come I saw in details? In the same manner, in the same way. In time, distance, so far that I forgot about the one drawing. How it is almost exactly the same. No. Thank you for now. Thank you for now. Delayed the last sentence. Quite the same, not the very same. A little bit different drawing conception, but the vision must have been in details the same. Did it came from me? Did it came from M or from someone else? Or perhaps it is just the truth that I saw. Yeah, yo. Folks, in order to be able to transmit some important message, like in 2 weeks from now, I am starting to prepare my vocabulary, my grammar skills, my self-confidence in speaking English, and we are going to have an English practice evening or late afternoon, if you will. You see me live drawing, because that is the very first some kind of discovery of mine that I would like to tell world about in return for the work of researchers from various countries. Excusez-moi. So right now I am finishing the very drawing we are going to talk about, and let me put some light on the whole idea. Quite important one, because let's come to the very picture, not a good situation, but see you in a moment. Activist, welcome, activist. So this would be the very logos, the one being that everything comes from the presence, the first consciousness, the root, the source, logos, right? And it emanates because there is no strict border. It doesn't end like this. It's thinner, it like rays of sun, you understand? So the consciousness, this is the top maximum density consciousness, but it emanates like a light, so it's diminishing thinner kinds of consciousness, like our like human, like plants, like animals. You see spider, you may imagine dog, tree. You get it, or perhaps even stones are even farther. So it goes that way. But, friends, and it is a little bit weird situation, because I am going to tell you about a picture, a drawing that is not yet finished, far from finished. Actually, those few objects you see right here, they have to symbolize human so-called civilization, or our civilization, or Earth civilization, or whatever. And our civilization is like, if we come back to the first presentation, so it's somewhere from here, from the dust, from the molecules, is in a crude, brutal, harsh manner arranged. Everything is arranged from the molecules, elements, in some kind of primitive way, while it doesn't have it doesn't have to be this way. There might be other civilizations, other intelligences that didn't came up that way at all. They aren't from here, from dust, from evolution, but they are from somewhere like here, in between, middle of the way between the God and the elements, thin atoms, particles of. Sorry for using the word God. That word doesn't really help the matter. You see this? Whenever a priest tells to the people about God, 1 hour talking about God, it only puts a wall from the bricks, not yet present in the drawing, wall from the bricks between so-called logos, the being God, and the church participant, why the real, in the matter, in the reality, the very God he seeks, or she seeks, is in the back of its mind. The connection is present. It doesn't have to be that way. It's here, the very God, logos, the being, in the back, through the back door of the consciousness, not through some church wall pressed, the middleman, words doesn't help. So, but going back to the more important, like, so there are others that didn't came up that way, building from scratch or whatever. They were more like ready, or half ready, or already there in the tkanka thread of being. Emeter, tkanina. Where are we? And they feel that we understand, we arranged, we can arrange, we can make a documentation of something, our civilization. They feel everything, what exists, what is present among us. They know what it feels, because they have already felt together with it, its life. When they approach something, whatever, a presence in the space or wherever. First thing they want to know and they need to know. And first thing they get to know is what this object or this being feels, how it feels, its life. They feel together with everything.